A private island, supermodels, gourmet meals. None of it existed, and 8,000 people paid $12,000 to find out. April 2017. Exuma Bahamas. The first guests arrive by charter plane expecting paradise. They get off the tarmac. No infrastructure, no tents, no food. Just sand, broken promises, and the slow realization that they've been sold a mirage by a 25-year-old with a fake smile and an unregistered company. But let's rewind. This didn't start on a beach. It started in a bedroom in Calabasas, California, where Billy McFarland, a kid with zero experience, zero credentials, and an infinite appetite for attention, decided he was going to throw the most exclusive music festival on Earth. The year was 2016. The Instagram age was in full bloom. And he understood one thing better than most: perception beats reality every single time. McFarland's pitch was flawless. Fyre Festival would be a 2-weekend event on an island in the Exuma Bahamas. Artists like Kendrick Lamar, Blink-182, Major Lazer. Supermodel ambassadors, Bella Hadid, Hailey Baldwin, Kendall Jenner. Luxury villas, private beach clubs, gourmet meals by celebrity chefs. The price tag, up to $12,000 per ticket for early bird packages. For the ultra-wealthy, private island access ran $250,000 and up. The marketing was genius. Influencers flooded social media with teaser videos, orange fire branding everywhere. The festival's own app promised seamless ticketing and real-time updates. It looked legitimate. It felt inevitable. And that's the con, not the destination. The hype itself was the product. By late 2016, McFarland had already raised over $24 million in funding from venture capitalists who didn't ask many questions. Here's where it gets interesting, and by interesting, I mean obviously fraudulent in hindsight. McFarland had no festival experience. None. He'd co-founded a failed app called Magnizes. He was 25, but he hired a team, rented an island, and started making promises he had no infrastructure to keep. The red flags weren't red, they were neon. By early 2017, weeks before launch, the disaster was already baked in. Artists were dropping out. The island had no power grid. There was no catering contract signed. Accommodations were a fantasy, but McFarland didn't tell investors. He didn't tell ticket holders. He told them what they wanted to hear and hoped something would materialize. Spoiler, it wouldn't. The week before the festival, McFarland was still fundraising, still lying. A venture capitalist named Ja Rule, yes, the rapper, became a partner and co-founder. Ja Rule was the public face. McFarland was the money man. Together, they're the reason I don't believe in coincidences. A failed app founder and a washed-up rapper who happened to share the exact same skill set, selling nothing as something. April 28, 2017, Day 1. The first batch of festival goers arrive. The island is a construction site. There are no beds, just mattresses on dirt. The food situation is a disaster. Cheese sandwiches on plain bread served on soggy paper plates. One guest described it as a refugee camp. Security was non-existent. The stage was incomplete, and McFarland, he was nowhere to be found. By evening, guests were posting videos. The narrative flipped in real time on social media. What was supposed to be luxury became a meme. Within hours, the festival was being evacuated. Guests were sleeping in the airport. Some were stranded. Refunds were promised but never materialized. The entire operation collapsed in 48 hours. The lawsuits came immediately. Class actions, individual suits, hundreds of millions in damages claimed. McFarland went dark, but not for long. Federal investigators were already watching. In July 2017, he was arrested at Newark Airport trying to fly to Bermuda. The charges: wire fraud, conspiracy, money laundering. The evidence was overwhelming. What McFarland didn't count on: documentation, text messages, emails, bank transfers, investor meetings where he lied about ticket sales, artist confirmations, and operational readiness. Every lie was recorded. Every promise was time-stamped. The digital age meant there was nowhere to hide. In October 2023, 6 years later, McFarland was sentenced to 6 years and 10 months in federal prison. He was ordered to pay over $26 million in restitution. Most of it will never be collected. Ja Rule faced no criminal charges but settled a $100 million lawsuit. His reputation, however, never recovered. But here's what actually fascinates me about Fyre. It wasn't unique. It was a template. A kid with charisma, zero accountability, and access to venture capital decided reality was optional, and the system let him. Investors didn't do due diligence. No one asked to see contracts. No one demanded proof. They just saw the Instagram posts and wrote checks. The festival itself was a symptom of a larger illness. The belief that hype is indistinguishable from value. That a good story beats actual execution. That if enough important people say something is real, it becomes real. It doesn't. Reality has a way of showing up uninvited. McFarland is in prison. Ja Rule is radioactive. The investors lost millions. The ticket holders lost thousands. And the island, it's still there, empty, probably for the best. The Fyre Festival wasn't about music or luxury. It was about the seductive power of a lie told confidently enough to move money. And it worked. Until the moment reality showed up on a beach in the Bahamas and nobody could ignore it anymore. This is the pattern. This is how startup culture chews people up and spits them out. And sometimes, if you're unlucky or ambitious enough, how it lands you in federal prison. Subscribe to catch the next one because there's always a next one. Subscribe, there's a new startup collapse or billion-dollar fraud every week.